How can you have a movie where one of the selling points is that a real person in real life in the theater goes up on stage during the movie and talks to Adam Driver's character through the screen, and still have it be not worth watching even for that moment?
So when in the movie was that? Because I was hyped for that and waiting for that, but it never happened.
Never
for me,
happened?
so
What?
I assume widely they're not doing it. Yeah, there was.
What?
I was waiting for it. It was one of the main reasons.
You
yeah,
got
it's not
scammed. You got scammed, bro.
Straight up. I feel like I've been scammed. Why do you think I'm so grumpy about this shit?
What the fuck? So you watched that? It was like a regular screening? It wasn't a part of the film fest thing?
Yep. It came out today. The first showing today. On the day it came out.
Well, you can literally watch clips of it on YouTube at this point. Like, people have been recording it.
Yeah. I've seen like screenshots of it, but I was waiting for it.
It's literally just one moment where it's like basically a transitionary scene. So what I was expecting or anticipating or hoping for was that this movie would just be like so full of meta fourth wall breaking ideas that there would be a moment where like the Adam Driver's character is forced to reflect with himself and speak to the audience, or speak like through the film and have some sort of introspective moment or something. But instead, it's the most fucking pointless, unsatisfying thing in the world, where all it is just a guy goes and asks him like, so how's about this megalopolis project you're building? What's that going to be like? And then Adam Driver's like, it's a big project. It's a good project. Like, just a bunch of nonsense where the context of what's happening is he's essentially being asked a question at like a press Q&A, like a town hall meeting. Right. That's it. And so the guy on the podium is just a guy that is asking questions from the press, basically. And that's it. And it's just one question, and it's meaningless. And for some reason, during this scene, the framing is really weird. So it's like they cut out, they shrank the frame so that it's just sitting at the bottom of the screen and taking up maybe like a sixth of the total screen space.
Oh, I remember that shot.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, maybe there was a guy that forgot to come up. Maybe they showed the exact same cut, and maybe they just didn't hire a guy for that screening.
That will be it, because I forgot I didn't have time to make detailed notes or really marinate on this yet. But yeah, that shot was weird. But I figured, maybe there's just something going over my head. Is this supposed to be resembling architecture in some way, or I don't know? But I guess that was the reason.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a guy there. Yeah, and then all Adam Driver says is just like, this project is a good big project.
Oh my god.
It's so relentlessly unsatisfying.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to put it. Because, like, what are the stakes here? Like, why should I care about any of this? Like, the whole time travel thing is the idea that he, I guess, has this gift, this superpower, and he's creating Megalopolis with the ability to look forward in time. So he's, like, looking into future technology and applying it to himself.
I don't know.
Because his whole platform is like, he has unobtainium, pretty much, from Avatar, where there's like, there are the classic powers, the mayors and whatnot, and they build with steel and concrete, they say, but he builds with his unobtainium or whatever, because it's like a permanent material or something, but they never say where it comes from, or like, I guess we're in spoilers, he gets like shot in the head by like a child at one point.
Yeah, that was fun.
And he's kind of brought back to life with, I get the only way I can make it make sense in my head is with some kind of pulling some technology from the future, or that seems to be what they were getting at. Because like, that meme that always is shared with the utopia if blank, and it's like a organic looking city with these natural looking shapes and whatnot. That's kind of what he's building and they're getting at. And they now and again will go to what Megalopolis looks like, but they kind of skirt around it. It's weird. The way it's put together is quite confusing in terms of just where you are spatially a lot of the time. Like, where am I right now? who are
Yeah.
we right now? Like, why does any of this link to itself or matter? And it has no momentum in that sense. And yeah, like you just never have any understanding of the stakes or why you should buy into it or care about it on any human level. And it's not like a purposefully kind of inhuman 2001 type thing where it's making this point and it's being kind of cold in its presentation. It's not that. It feels like it's trying to do a kind of heightened reality, Poor Things kind of exaggerated style, but it just doesn't land. In fact, everything basically clashes against itself, from the costume design to the sci-fi concepts. I mentioned the like see-through dress thing, the hologram dress.
Yeah.
And we're just talking about in Mars Express, how the hologram stuff in a sci-fi setting was used and how expressive it could be and how it played into characterizing and expressing that kind of stuff. But they just don't do anything with it. And that's like the whole point of sci-fi to me, is you set it in the future and you can make pretty deep commentary about stuff that's going on now and project to the future, but it's not really what it's concerned with. Yeah, that there are rings that are on people's fingers that are recording devices and USB drives that look a little bit more futuristic, but that's not really the aesthetic. It's kind of like a 40s New York combined with like Roman. Like the main character is called Caesar. It's like I'd like this abstracted just a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Like Mad Max was doing that, where it's taking all this kind of like Roman inspiration, but it's like putting a spin on it, doing something cool with it, making a new world with it, where this is just... that shot that's on the poster of him, you know, holding the Minecraft pickaxe. when that shows up in the movie, it's like, dude, I thought this was going to be like... there's no scene where like you're waiting for it, where it's going to like explain something.
Where's the crafting?
Yeah. Or like him acquiring this time travel ability and us exploring it with him.
And then forgetting how to do it for a scene.
Yeah, like why does he just randomly forget how to do it? And then with the power of love gets it back with Game of Thrones woman. Yeah.
I believe in you. Oh, thanks. I can do it again. Everything is in service of nothing, is how I would describe this film. That should be the tagline.
I guess that's what bugs me about it, though.
Not a fable.
Yeah, in service of nothing. But this cast is wild for what they're like wasting here. Like I don't really blame them at all. It's like, no one could sell this dialogue. They've got Lawrence Fishburne doing this narration and trying to make it sound like weighty and important and really hammering home the obvious parallels with Rome.
He's Morpheus again.
Yeah. But yeah, straight up.
Literally.
But again, like there's just Jason Schwartzman is randomly in there, and it's like they attempt jokes now and again. The tone is all over the place. Like, does it want to be like funny and quirky or serious and grand and important? Because it's none of it.